During the August 29th work-related phone call with a Supreme Master television team member, Supreme Master Ching Hai gave deeper insights about the individuals in the current top positions of the United States government.
There is another solid reason why Biden behaves the way he does, and why Harris and Pelosi behave the way they do.
Oh, what is that reason, Master?
I don't know if I should tell you, because the zealous demons are possessing them. That's why sometimes he stumbles for words, and he can't even make out what the real sense is.
I see.
Yeah, Biden, he's controlled by the zealous demons.
Right.
Only the people who open the third eye can see that.
Understand.
Yeah, most of the time he is possessed by zealous demons. So you see, the previous policy, he let all the Mexicans or other Central American immigrants come in, without any reason, truly.
Yes.
And let them go everywhere, carrying a lot of risks for the good citizens of America when they are already struggling with all kinds of violence, protests, and looting, and the pandemic.
Yes.
And it gets worse. That's not fair.
No.
He did the opposite.
Yeah.
The reason is that so more people will die.
Oh.
And the leftover zealous demons who are still hiding in humans' bodies that can feast on the dead couple.
Oh.
Because these people, they die in agony. That is exactly the energy that they need in the dead flesh that they consume. Understand me?
Yes, Master, understand.
That's why. And Afghanistan also, he dilly-dally until many people died like that. More than 100 people died, including Americans and Taliban. So all these dead people are food for the zealous demons.
Yes, Master.
And for that reason, he has an excuse to revenge. And more dead people for the zealous demons.
My brother came from his work, want to park the car in here, and their children. It was in the car.
And how many people from your family
10
died?
persons died in here. We lost 10 persons, including of my daughter. He was 2 years old.
An attacker inspired by Islamic State has been shot dead by New Zealand police after going on a stabbing rampage at an Auckland supermarket. At least 6 people have been wounded, 3 critically.
Do you understand why he behaves the way he does?
Yes, Master.
Or he decided the way he did?
Yes.
You can see that clearly or not?
Yes, Master.
But this is what I know.
Yeah.
This is what heaven told me. I confirmed with heaven. Now you know he is possessed. They use him.
That explains.
So sometimes he cannot control his speech or his body. That's why he fought and he stumbled with his talk and all that stuff, and decided the things that are against all logic and reason, against all fashion that other people would do if they proclaim that they love their country and their co-citizens.
Yes, Master.
Completely opposite.
Right.
So that more people would die.
Oh.
And then they kill them, and they return to kill them, and I kill you, you kill me. This thing is abstract.
Right.
Only practitioners of high level can see. Yeah, but maybe some psychic people who help the presidents and governments everywhere can see it.
The ones who are jumping for joy now are jumping toward the horror they will be in for. Because I know that the promises being made from the left to the American people will never come to be. This is now our greatest fight since the Civil War. The battle of righteousness versus Satan. Yes, Satan. Because these leftists are evil.
Can you give us a take on what you believe is going on with the devil right now, Father?
I think he's using people quite a bit. I think that's the principal difficulty that we have. People who are, for lack of a better way of putting it, they're basically in league with him. They actually believe the same thing that he does. They want the same goals. I predicted this a week ago. I said, if these people actually win, the retaliation is going to be diabolic in nature. it's going to be brutal. And we're already seeing that with some of the statements made by one of the congresswomen that, they should start keeping track of these, making lists of people and this and that. These people are out for blood now.
Joe Biden. I perceive something like a black layer full of tension and disharmony around him. Inside of him, there is a white, emotionless, dominant energy, which could seem like a strong energy or charisma, but I perceive this as a self-referential, emotionless strengthening of the own energy, which is about achieving goals that are in his interest, but have nothing to do with humanity or even warmth. Something like black tar flows continuously out of him into the world. He drives around like in a kind of wheelchair or vehicle, completely recklessly in or with this mess of tar. It seems that he doesn't care about the ground or the people he is riding over, and he laughs like a completely crazy person in his intoxication. He seems to be out of his mind and seems to have forgotten all important tasks and people in his fame frenzy. He is only concerned about himself, as if he would forget that there are other people at all if he gets too much power. No humanity, let alone compassion.
President, can I ask you a quick question on Israel before you drive away?
No, you can't. Not unless you get in front of the car as I step on it.
Our appreciation, most loving Master, for helping us to understand the reasons behind the alarming actions and events that have been taking place. We pray that all the leaders concerned will soon be awakened and only receive positive influences from heaven so that our world can be rescued and have lasting peace. May beloved Master continue to be well and safeguarded by all divine protectors. To find out more about Master's important advice for the United States, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples on Wednesday, September 15th.